What's up, Elevate? I'm Pastor T, and this is 5 minutes of fire. Today we're coming out of the book of James. Verse 22, chapter 1 says this: Do not merely listen to the word and deceive yourselves, but do what it says. You know, when I think about that verse, one thing comes into mind, and it's the word work. Maybe another word that we could use is effort. We're in this season together. We're stuck at home. We're staying at home. Maybe you're staying in your room. We're in quarantine. And the question we have to really ask ourselves is simply this: how are we coming out of this season? How are you coming out of this season? Are you coming out of this season the same way you went in? Or are you coming out of this season better, more mature, stronger? Are you coming out of the season closer to God, closer to your family? You know what? This is a time when literally God pressed pause on the entire world, and I've got a time right now to get better. What I want to talk about is 3 things that I think if you invested into, let's say these things are actually accounts. If you invested into these 3 accounts every single day, we might be in this, for another 30 days, another 15 days, another 20 days, another 2 months. We don't even know. But if you invested into these accounts, let me tell you something. You're not coming out the same. You're coming out better. Account number 1, faith. Your faith account. That's you spending time in the Word every single day. Let me tell you just a little bit about what I'm doing practically. I wake up in the morning, I have my cup of coffee, and I go to this place in my bedroom, and I sit down, and I open my Bible, and I go to the Proverbs of the day, and I'm reading Proverbs, and I'm taking notes, and I'm asking God to speak to me. Then I flip over to Psalms, and I begin to worship God, and I begin to proclaim the Word of God. But then also, I have a book that I'm reading. And so I'm trying to learn, and I'm trying to grow in my faith account. What are you doing in your faith account? Account number 2. I think this is an account that's really overlooked, and this is your family account. That's right, I said it. Your family account. I'm talking about your mom. I'm talking about your dad. I'm talking about your brother and your sister. I'm talking about those people, right? If you're taking time, all of this time that you have, and you're just in your room, you're on TikTok, you're on Snapchat, you're just Zoom calling with your friends, hanging out, and you're just up in your room. Let me tell you something. You're missing an opportunity. Listen, those things are great. Hang out online, talk to your friends, but look, you need to invest in the relationships that are the closest to you. Because, man, once you leave your house, you're never going to have this opportunity again. So here's some tips and tricks of what you can do to invest in your family account. Own your room. That's your space. That's your place. Own it. Like when you wake up in the morning, like make your bed. Pick up those dirty underwear, you know what I'm saying, and bring them downstairs. Clean your room. Here's another thing. Guys, there's something called, it's revolutionary. It's called a dishwasher. I mean, it's that thing when you walk by in the kitchen, it's going bzzz, and like the steam comes out. How about you go and you open that up and load it when it needs to be loaded, or you unload it? I mean, I'm telling you, if you do that, whoo, brownie points coming your way. And boys, fellas, I'm talking about you too. Take out the trash, fold some laundry, cut the grass, do something. Invest in your family. Don't hide in your room and just, distance yourself from your family. Invest in that account. Look, and the final account that you need to be investing into is your fitness account. Yeah, I said it, your fitness account. Here's my opinion. If you're not doing something physical, I'm not talking about being crazy, but I'm talking about go on a walk. I'm talking about do some sit-ups. I'm talking about maybe, do something that you enjoy. If you're not doing something to invest in yourself physically, then you're just straight up lazy. Yeah, I said it. Look, don't throw rocks, don't throw stones at me. Here's the deal, listen. The Bible does say that physical exercise profits some, but godliness profits in all things. So some people take that verse and go, well, you see, we don't need to work out. We just need to focus on our spiritual fitness. Listen, I think it's both and. God gave you and I a physical body. And look, the more healthy you are, the more in tune with yourself and shape you are, the better you are to be able to live out God's mission through your life, your physical body on the earth. Take some time today. Drop down, do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, go on a walk with your mom and dad, do something. Here's the deal. Invest in those 3 accounts. And here's what I promise will happen. You're going to come out better than when you went in. This has been Pastor T, and this has been my 5 Minutes of Fire. See you later.